and welcome to the Triton tonight's varsity volleyball action. This time, can you please rise, face the flag, and gentlemen, how you move your hats. We will honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Now, for the introduction of our starters, first for the Elkhart Christian Eagles. Starting tonight, number 1, Heidi Graker. Number 2, Allie Tight. The team captain, number 3, Carly George. Number 6, Michaela Baker. Number 11, Shay Watson. Number 12, Ellie Liggett. The Eagles are coached by Rochelle Barnhart and assisted by Laura Hibbert. And now the starters for your big blue slam. Number 4, Terry Yates. The libero, wearing number 6, Kinsey Atkins. The team captain, number 7, Madeline Dahl. Number 8, Macy Hensley. Number 9, Addison Beard. Number 10, Morgan Feldman. And number 25, Lena Wall. Triton head coach is Jared Evelyn. Assisted by Tony Cloto.
All right, welcome everyone to another edition of Triton Big Blue Slam Volleyball. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network as we're trying to work through some issues of our own to get things underway today. As Triton welcomes in the 13-3 Elkhart Christian Academy Eagles, fresh off a win against Goshen last night where they won in 3 sets. Triton coming in after winning a tournament, winning the Triton Invitational Tournament this weekend, improving to 12-3 and still perfect in the conference as they get ready to take on these Eagles. The front line up there for Triton will be Madeline Dahl, Lena Dahl, and Morgan Feldman. Addison Veers will be up in the front row. Madeline Dahl, Taryn Yates, and Macy Hensley will be in the back rows. Kinsey Atkins looks to check in. Out there for the Eagles. You have the libero, Haley Tice, out there with Heidi Greatrix, Carly George, Michaela Baker, Shay Watson, and Ellie Liggett. So we get ready to get underway. It should be a good matchup here for us tonight. As Madeline, the ace doll, leading the team in aces coming into this one, gets ready to send it away. George sets up Vida, and she drops that one through. Don't remember that one being said. And she'll serve it away as Kinsey Atkins answers close to the net. Madeline can't recover on the tip there from Greatrix. And Vida will go back and serve it away again. Near side this time, Addison Veers in the return. She'll swing, swings it down, but out of bounds. And Elkhart Christians open up with a 3-0 run. Veers hits it back row. George sets up Watson with her 219 kills. She's got another one there. Vida again. Yates keeps it alive but out of bounds. And the Trojans trying to gain some traction here in this first set. Vida comes in. Miscommunication in the back row. What? Well, yeah. Oh my. Way to go. Vida now to serve it again. Veers on the return. Pat knocks it away and Triton's now on the board. The Trojans needed that one to stop the bleeding. That's worth a shot. There we go. Blocked up front by Veers. Thanks, Kenny. And Lena Dahl, her second straight serve. Goes back to libero, Haley Tice. Macy Hensley gets herself a point. And trying to allow the 6-0 run has gone on a 3-0 run of their own to start off. To answer right back. Watson. Addison Veers hits that one to the net. And that will send back Carly George. Serve it away. Strong serve back to Taryn Yates. Miscommunication. Eight 8-3 now. George to go again now, leading 8-3. Ball back up. Kinsey Atkins gets it across. Nice play by Vida to keep it alive for the Eagles. Macy Hensley trying to come back and finds a soft spot in the zone, and the Trojans get a point. And a substitution is Jolie Groves now checking in for Feldman, and she'll go back to serve. Groves sits currently fourth in serving percentage this year. Maybe you're the broadcaster's curse on that one. As Greatrix sends it across. Addison Veers swings it through the block. Veers again. Elkhart Christian trying to recover and does. Yates. Nice job there by George to keep it alive for the Eagles. Madeline Dahl tries to dump it across. Sending on Macy Hensley. Blocked up front there by Watson. He's alive.
That supper made me thirsty. I gotta have to
I thought ahead. I brought a drink this time. Yates swings back row too strong. And Watson will go back as Elkhart Christian has hit double digits on the point before this last one. And a timeout for Coach Evelyn as he tries to sort things out.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
We'll see what the Trojans can do coming out of this timeout. As they trail 11-5 here in this opening set. As Watson gets it across, and an ace for Elkhart Christian. Gross keeps it alive, and Trojans can't quite recover. The Trojans having a hard time handling the serves here in these last couple. Watson goes back again. Another ace for Elkhart Christian. She dumped that one short. Their second ace. Strong serve the back row. Madeline Dahl hits it. Kinsey Atkins will roll it across. Liggett gets it across now for the Eagles. Madeline Dahl sets up Taryn Yates, swings home. Watson there to answer. Vida back across, out of bounds. Kinsey Atkins on the second. Blocked up front by Dahl. As Kinsey Atkins second on the team and aces on the season. Had herself quite the tournament. Goes back row, Watson there. Here comes Lena Dahl and knocks it back across. And we're gonna get a net violation on the Trojans. And that'll give it right back to the Eagles. Michaela Baker now to serve it across. Yates reached out there and got a hold of that one. Fears swings it across. And Addison Fears knocks that one down from beyond the attack line. Yates now back to serve. The last few times I've been here, we've had pulled pork. I'm starting to sense a trend. Strong serve just past the back line. As Yates was trying to draw him to the back. As Ashley Bevier will check in. And she'll go back to serve. JV for Elkhart Christian won tonight in two sets, 25-21 and 25-16. Because I think that's the hardest we've worked in a JV contest in a while, just trying to get the score bot to work. Vida now swings through, tipped up front by Triton. Malindahl hits it across court. Kinsey Atkins rolls it across. Great trick. Addison Fears tries to stab it alive, but can't quite revive it. And Bevier back to serve again as Lauren Snyder will check in for Addison Veers. Kinsey Atkins there on the return. Feldman's in the cross court as Lenadal gets it across. George sets up great trick, out of bounds. And Haley Tice checking in as Madeline Dahl back to serve. And puts the front line back of Lena Dahl, Morgan Feldman, and Addison Veers. Watson on up. Vida swings through, blocked up front by Dahl. Madeline Dahl sets up Addison Veers. Kill shot for Addison Veers. And Triton sees double digits. Watson sets up Vida here on the near side. Yates gets it across. George up to Vida, swings through. Lena Dahl stabs it. Madeline Dahl now, Kinsey Atkins will hit it across, and that one will go out of bounds. Madeline Dahl sets up Addison Veers, who hits it and went off the net. Elkhart Christian looking to attack right back. Watson finds an empty spot back in the back row and gets that one to go. Addison Veers hit. Goes out of bounds. Vida now to serve for the Eagles. Lena Dahl hits it, drops it right back in. And Tice can't quite corral it. And Lena Dahl back to serve as Macy Hensley will check in along the front line. And there's an ace for Lena Dahl.
I'm pampering my voice.
Well, that's all right.
I think I slept with the fan on last night. I think it may have dried me out.
That'll do it. Watson swings through, blocked up front. It's tipped. That one goes out of bounds. Well, it's you this week. Got your throat dried out. That was me last week. I ate cough drops like they were candy. Just trying to get my throat from being so dried out. Watson swings through. Yates with the dig. Feldman hits it, goes back. Tice there to answer. George now getting it back across. Hensley tracks it down from out of bounds. Kinsey Atkins gets it across. George. Watson. Pull, and Triton will get it back across. Tice with a nice dig. Back row. Watson swings through. Kinsey Atkins there to answer off the tip. Feldman now. Tice answers. Long volley here. Tipped up front. Miscommunication on the front line for Elkhart Christian. That draws the Trojans within 9. Jolie Groves back to serve. Watson swings through. Great trick back to serve. So they're now 2 points away. Yates gets it across. George. That one looked like it went off the net. It should have been a fourth hit, no call. Watson swings in that one to the net. And Addison Veers now back to serve. Liggett swings through. Addison Veers with the heads-up play. Yates now tries to hit one, and she gets it. The Trojans trying to claw their way back. Watson comes through the near side to knock that one back across the far side there for the Trojans. Blocked up front by Liggett. They're now set point for them. Groves to return it. Dahl tips it across and gets that one to go. And Kinsey Atkins will take her place back to serve. Lena Dahl checks in for Macy Hensley. Watson answers. Vida sets up Liggett, who tips it just across. Triton patient getting it back across. Tice runs it down from the far side corner. Vida gets it across. Setting up Yates. Kill shot for Taryn Yates. Oh, I like our student section. Atkins goes back across. George sets up Watson, hits it beyond the attack line, and that'll do it for the first set. Elkhart Christian takes it 25-17.
You want to feel goosebumps? Then purchase a ticket to an athletic event at your local high school. You'll be making a lasting difference in your community. Buying a ticket to an IHSAA game or meet helps ensure your school has the funding it needs to operate. New uniforms, safer equipment, transportation. Your ticket purchase helps to pay for it all. You're also helping today's student athletes learn the life skills they need to get better jobs and become better leaders. Plus, you'll see them do some amazing things.
Whoa! Did you see that? Oh man, I think I just got goosebumps.
Me too.
High school sports. We pay, they play. Everybody wins. This message brought to you by the IHSAA, encouraging you to go to a high school game this week and help build a future that benefits us all.
Do you remember the high school cheer? 2, 4, 6, 8, who do we appreciate?
I do, and the high school teams in our community appreciate all of you. They need to hear your voice, loud and proud, more than ever before.
They need your enthusiasm. They need your attendance at their games and meets. And they need for you to follow virus protocols, get a flu shot, so that they can have a great year.
Your positive, supportive voice is appreciated more than you know. I'm Chris Kaufman.
And I'm Sandra Walter. We're both assistant commissioners at the IHSAA. Thank you again for your enthusiastic support of high school sports.
This is passion. This is enthusiasm. This is community pride. This is what high school sports in Indiana are all about. This is your IHSAA.
Oh, today was 2 pretzels for $3 at Family Express.
All right, second set now, get ready to get underway. Elkhart Christian won that first one 25-17. As they come into this one, winning 30 now, counting that last one, 37 sets to 9. Only lost 9 sets all season. And an ace to start off there for Vida. That'll be their third ace. This team's 6-3 on the road. Playing strong here in these early going sets. Watson answers right back. She'll wind up, swings down, kills it. Vida to go again. Veers now. Dahl pulls it, pushes it across the net, rather. George. Great trick answered. Dahl gets it across, goes far side corner. George sets up Watson approach. Back row, Kinsey Atkins keeps it alive. Yates couldn't quite corral it. She had to travel to get to that one. Feldman now trying to kill it, and she does. Morgan Feldman with the big point there to stop the rally. Madeline Dahl back to serve. George sets up, great trick, tipped up front. Madeline Dahl can't quite get there on the tip. And George now back to serve. I do like the bleachers behind us, though. I get to sit down every so often. Dahl sets up Addison Veers. Approach is good, but George on the answer. They played off the I-beam out of bounds. Coach Evelyn won a double hit.
As long as no one's behind us on the bleachers, I could care less.
Well, yeah, I'm fine with that.
Well, no, the kids stomping up and down.
Oh, true. That did get annoying on Saturday just a little bit, but it wasn't bad. Lena Dahl back across as Watson swings through. Yates to answer. Dahl sets up Addison Veers, tips it across. Watson to answer again. Vida back across. Yates with the dig. Madeline Dahl dumps it and gets it. Nice job to catch him off guard. 1 point ball game. Danny didn't move a lot. She was kind of stationary most of the day.
She did pretty good.
She did good. I got home and I was gone. Watson swings to the block. Lena Dahl there to answer. Feldman fades away, knocks it across. Watson tips it now. Feldman steps into that one and it hits the line, or just on the inside of the line. Tie ball game. Big Blue Slam playing strong here in this second set. Trying to use that momentum on that late run they had. As Lena Dahl tries to drop it, they're short. Yates hits it now, back row. Watson kills it. Kinsey Atkins now will check in. Zeeland trying to direct his front line. Great trick on her serve, gets it across. Severe stops her approach, flat, stays planted. Strong hit out of bounds by Baker. And the libero, Haley Tice, checks back in, and Jolie Groves will go back to serve. George up front really doing a good job communicating to her team. And tipped up front there, blocked by Addison Veers. The Trojans with their first lead of the ball game on these last couple points. And Jolie Groves Watson goes, kills it. Watson now to serve. Veers will stop it. She'll wind up and she'll kill it right down in the back row. Nice approach and finish. Triton back on the board. Veers swings it across. A double hit. Our first double hit of the ball game. That belongs to Elkhart Christian. Addison Veers a strong serve and an ace for Addison Veers. And a timeout for Elkhart Christian.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
Back to serve it again. Of course, the student section being well coached here tonight. Probably one of the best student sections for volleyball around.
Are the student sections being coached, or are they acting like coach?
I don't know. To me, they're coached well down there. You got a couple, got Tyler Ansden and Anthony Shue coaching them up down there. I mean,
oh, I thought they were impersonating.
Well, impersonating. I mean, Amson looks like Coach Tony over there. You know, I mean, I like it.
When are baggy shorts going to be back in?
I have no idea.
Well, 20 years ago they were.
I didn't like wearing baggy shorts. Baker now knocks it back across. Stahl with the roll shot. Vida goes back row. Kinsey Atkins stabs it alive. Trojans unable to get it back across. And Baker now back to serve. Yates gets it across and drops it in. And Kinsey Atkins back to serve. I don't know. I didn't like wearing baggy shorts. I didn't like playing in baggy shorts either.
Well, I didn't like wearing baggy shorts. I should have said shorts that go below the knee.
Don't need them. Aren't those considered capris? You know what those are called? I'm trying to pull one of Michelle's words back. I don't know. I know what those. I can't remember what those are called.
Well, even basketball shorts for
men
have
kicking it old school. I like it. Early 90s, mid 90s. I like it.
I couldn't pull it off. My knees look awful.
Well, I blind everybody with how white my legs are, but we'll just leave that there. As that hit goes into the net. And Taryn Yates back to serve. Strong serve to the far side. George pulls it away from the net, sets up Graytrick. Lingendahl with the hit. Back row to Watson. Vida hits her backed up front by Feldman. Addison Veers gets it back across. And that one goes up into the bleachers and out of play. On the hit up front there by Elkhart Christian. As they've gone on a run now to get back down by 3. Vida back to serve it away. Feldman, too strong. Atkins on the return, sets up Dahl. Morgan Feldman gets it across. Nice job there. Nice effort by Tice. Addison Veers, too strong. Just past the back line. Triton winning a tip. Coach Heveland in disbelief. Atkins answers. Madeline Dahl sets up Taryn Yates, who bumps it across. Watson kills it. And they're right back knotted up here at 13.
Here I thought I'd have a quick night. Or
hey, you know, both teams are battling hard. We'll take it. Madeline Dahl with the nice play, gets it across and gets them back up by 1. Watson winds up, goes back row. Yates hits the deck hard, and that one's out of play.
I almost had to go get it.
I thought it was going to come up here for once. And I don't want it to. I don't know if I'm fast enough reflexes like Kenny to protect the computer like he did with that time he caught the basketball. Addison Veers approach and kills it. Addison Veers moved well to the volleyball on that hit. George sets it across. Feldman. George sets up Watson. Out of bounds. Some strong hits coming from both sides here in this one. As Liggett will check in. Graytrick back to serve it away. Strong hit, out of bounds. Groves and Feldman now changing places as Jolie will go back to serve, leading by 1. Groves drops it across and an ace for Jolie Groves. It's both teams with 3 now. Aces, that is. Strong serve to the back row. Tice had to run it down. Watson tipped up front. Hensley close to the net. Baker got it across for the Eagles. And Addison Veers kills it in the far side corner. Groves now again. We're going to get a net violation on the Eagles. Be their first, second one of the ball game. George sets up Watson, blocked up front there by Veers. Yates elevates, tips it across. Watson now. Kinsey Atkins answers. Yates hits it across, far side corner, drops it in. And Triton hits the 20-point mark. Big Blue Slam forcing a timeout here. Groves gets it back across following the timeout. Watson winds up. Far side. And that one in. It looks like an inside the line from here.
We lost our score again.
Uh-oh. Which, bear with us. The scorebot decided to have an attitude problem tonight. Well, not the scorebot. Apparently the controller did. Addison Veers hits down from outside the lines. Watson, strong hit, out of bounds. Addison Veers back to serve. Clears the net, ace for Addison Veers. Veers now again. Tice to answer, George. That one just inside that back line.
Huh.
Close.
Why is that not?
Uh-oh.
Well, the score is 22-17 Triton.
Not populating. Yates gets it across. George. Vida now. Back row out of bounds. Elkhart Christian winning a tip. Atkins now to serve. Tice in the back row. George sets up Vida. Back row. Nice dig there by Kinsey Atkins. Keep alive. Yates can't quite get it. We're going to get a double hit. First one on Triton here tonight. Tice now back to serve. Lean it all now. Too strong.
Oh.
What'd you do?
We'll see if that fixes it.
And a timeout for Coach Evelyn. Of course, it's been one of those nights for the scoreboard to act up for us. Of course, we got along so well Saturday. And it just decides not to act or decides not to behave here tonight. Of course, the girls will be at Bethany Christian on Thursday.
Oh, yeah, here's a...
The football team will travel to Culver on Friday.
There, I didn't get the win over Caston on there, but...
They did win the tournament. Second year in a row.
And that schedule looks a little deceiving. It doesn't have the Bremen tournament on it or the Dunes tournament. So they've still got some matches in there that will fill up. So we're probably about, what, halfway?
I would say we're at the halfway point. Tice to go again. Swings with the left hand. Dahl dumps it back across. Tice there to answer. Vida getting set up. Back row. Groves keeps it alive. Madeline Dahl back across. Good patience there by the Trojans. Great trick goes back row. And they hit the 20-point mark. Now down by 3.
And yeah, that was the problem. I moved the scoreboard on the, and it didn't know what to read, so yeah.
Oh, that happens. Dahl sets up Taryn Yates, who pulls back and drops across. Good heads-up play there by Tice. And Vida with the point. They now trail by 2. I brought the fruit snacks. So yeah, well, we had a discussion about that. Apparently when you come in on Saturday, you need to pack more than 2 packs of fruit snacks.
I need some Gushers or something right now.
And Madeline Dahl tips across now for the set point. I don't know if I got Gushers. I mean, they're Welch's fruit snacks is all they are. I mean, I had to fight Jackson for him this morning. Yates back across. Chance to knot it up here. Watson. Back row, Yates answers. Madeline Dahl keeps it alive but out of bounds.
You still have a pantry that you lock?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
You mean the only pantry in the world that's locked by a digital lock so certain kids can't get into it? Yes. I'm proud to say that I got an electronic lock on that thing. George sets it across and goes cross court to get the point. Now they trail by 1. My dad to this day still tells that to everybody. He is still impressed that I had to go to those lengths to keep the kids out of the pantry. Lena Dahl tips it, blocked up front. Tie ball game. Elkhart Christian to go again. Madeline Dahl reaches up and swats it down. And now a chance for Madeline the ace Dahl to get a big point here to tie up. 1 set apiece. A chance. Rolls across and there it is. 26-24. We will at least see a 4th set here tonight.
What's included in the price of a ticket when you attend a high school athletic event? For starters, greater opportunities for our kids.
And here comes Lopez. He dribbles, fakes, shoots, and scores! A high-paying job!
Putting today's young people on the pathway to success. Inspiring them to never give up. Encouraging them to always do their best. Teaching them how to be better leaders. It's all included in the price of admission when you go to an IHSAA athletic event. All you have to do is buy a ticket.
I can do that.
High school sports. We pay, they play, everybody wins. This message brought to you by the IHSAA, encouraging you to go to a high school game this week and help build a future that benefits us all.
Oh, my goodness!
If you bought a ticket to an IHSAA athletic event last weekend, give yourself a giant pat on the back.
You helped ensure our school has the resources it needs to support our athletic program.
You might have even punched somebody's ticket to a better life.
Yeah, like mine.
So give yourself a big high five.
Yeah!
And thank you.
High school sports.
You pay.
We play.
Everybody wins.
That's right.
And a more fulfilling career. It's all included in the price of admission when you attend a high school athletic event. All you have to do is buy a ticket.
I can do that.
This message brought to you by the IHSAA.
So as we get ready to get this 3rd set underway, the student section, they're gearing up there on the far side. Got their helmets on now. I'll tell you what, these boys are creative. I will give them that. They do a good job down there in their student section. So Lena Dahl, Addison Veers, Morgan Feldman along the front row. Madeline Dahl, Taryn Yates, Macy Hensley, who will get ready to come out for Kinsey Atkins to take the libero spot back for the Big Blue Slam. Elkhart Christian takes the floor. George up front with Vida and Watson, I believe. Now Watson, Baker, and Tice will be in the back row. And Graytrick will take her spot on the far side, front line. Madeline Dahl, who had that ace to end the second set. Third set's underway. And a point there. Man, I just messed the scoreboard up, but I want to double check it.
You did?
I might have by leaning against this thing.
Oh. I forgot about using the camera.
Dahl now to serve again, leading here. First time the Trojans have got the opening point in a set tonight. Tipped up front. Atkins handles it. Addison Veers approaches, goes back row to Watson. Vida on the far side, swings through to the block, not strong enough. Tie ball game. Vida now. Serves it across. Atkins answers. Dahl setting up. Here comes Veers. Kill shot. And that one hits the line. Oh, they're going to say out of bounds, the official. And they changed it. It looked like it was good from here as the official read. And that's what they'll go with. Lena Dahl now back to serve. Tice answers. George now setting up Watson. Swings away. Now look to know just inside that back corner.
I think I need to get that new Applebee's song queued up and have those boys dance to it.
Well, there you go.
Helmets on.
Oh, there you go. I like it. There you go. George now to serve.
I hear it. Yeah, go ahead.
We're good.
I just gonna say I heard that song's all the rage on the TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't TikTok anymore?
Well, I watch it occasionally. The only problem is you sit there and watch the funny videos. You want to be there for 10 minutes. You're there for almost an hour.
Yeah. That's kind of why I quit Facebook.
I mean, Kaden and Michelle watch it quite a bit. I occasionally see the funny video. And tipped across there by Graytrick. Like we said, Danny did a good job on Saturday. I know she's watching probably before she goes to bed here. She's getting a little concerned. She's staying up later and later. Don't know what's up with that. Jackson, however, hasn't figured out that there's a bedtime. And Elkhart Christian taking the lead as George back to serve it away again. Although I can't complain, Jackson will sit and watch film with me for football each week. Also got video of him practicing his edge rusher moves on Saturday. As Addison Veers' hit goes out of bounds. We're teaching him how to get himself freed up, but the meanness in the hitting, that's all him. And that hit goes in the net. The serve goes in the net, rather. I was kind of impressed with some of his where he gets himself. He actually used the dog as a prop to run around the dog to go hit the tackling dummy on Saturday. I was very impressed by that. I didn't even teach him that one. Groves now gets it across. Watson goes back row. That one just inside the far side. And a run now here for the Eagles.
Now you really got something if he trains the dog to be a defensive.
If he trains that dog to be an offensive lineman and to sit there and let him shove him and then go, Cash is worth every penny. That's why he's named that, 'cause that's what he costed. Blocked up front by Veers. There's a reason why he's named Cash, because that's what it took to get him.
And a whole lot of bribing.
There wasn't a whole lot of bribing going on for that.
You were making deals to who was going to take care of the.
True. True. Whole lot of bribing going on. Who's going to take care of the thing when we're, yeah. Kill shot there from Watson.
Because if I remember, you weren't the one that wanted the dog.
No, the cat's where I drew the line. The dog, I wanted the dog.
Oh, okay.
I wanted the dog. It was just what kind of dog we were going to get. Yates goes across. Macy Hensley can't quite recover. It's double hit. Second one on the night for the Big Blue Slam. No, I wanted a border collie really bad, and that's what we got. You can see his intelligence, however, don't expect him to get up and defend the house at all. If he gets up and wakes up and decides he wants to do something, that's few and far between for him, I guess. He don't get excited for much unless you get his duck that he plays with, the squeaker thingamabobber, and if you walk out or you're anywhere with a plate of food, he gets excited. I will say that is the one perk of having a dog is when Jackson and Danny drop their food on the floor, no vacuum needed. Vida gets it across. Jolie goes down the far corner. Hannah Snyder just checked in, sets up Taryn Yates. Well, Hoosiu elevates and knocks that one across. Mackenzie Atkins back again. Atkins to go. Watson pulled that one up off the floor as Vida tips it across. Nice job to go here on the near side of the net. That was a good placement there to go opposite court. As they hit double digits in this third set. Yates answers. Snyder to Madeline Dahl, who tips it across. Vida bumps it across. Snyder on up. Yates tips it. Baker there. That one into the net. Yates, that one goes in the net. (10-7) our score. Elkhart Christian with the advantage. As Tice will send it across. Atkins answers. Libero to Libero on that serve. Dahl dumps it across. They've got to run it down. Substitution for as Addison Veers will check in for Hannah Snyder. Madeline Dahl back to serve. Dahl serves it across. Baker answers. George sets a Vida, swings through. Madeline Dahl there to answer. Kinsey Atkins. Morgan Feldman. Looks like that one hit the line from here, and it does. Dahl back to serve again. Oh my gosh. Blocked up front by Lena Dahl.
What makes me worried is what do they do when they're not here?
I don't know. I mean, these boys are impressive. I mean, I'm telling you what. There were some good cheer blocks in Warsaw back in my day, but I'm telling you what. These guys here take the cake. I'll tell you, these guys are good.
I hope it's just an act for tonight.
Oh, I'm sure it is. These guys are good. Good kids over there.
Not that they're doing anything bad. It's just
no.
It's just
they're goofballs.
Yeah.
Addison Veers drops it in. 1 point ball game. Well, and sometime I was a goofball at one point in time too. So boys will be boys. But I like the energy. I like it. Lena Dahl to serve. Tice now. George sets up Watson, swings through. Out of bounds, it looked like it was tipped along the front line, and it is. But hey, you know, these guys are taking full advantage of that. Any Triton high schooler, grades 9 through 12, and ace there for Elkhart Christian. Any Trojan can go at any home sporting event. As Coach Evelyn calls the timeout as they trail by 3.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
So Trojans trail by 3. It's Elkhart Christian.
Actually, I already know the answer to my question. If they act like that outside. They were acting like that at homecoming.
Hey, you know what? These guys here, I liked what they did at homecoming. Addison Veers kills it. I liked what they did at homecoming. You know, if I had the confidence in high school to do that, I would have done it too. That was good.
Well,
I liked
it. Was
it.
A dare or?
Hey, you know what? It don't matter. Them boys were having fun. I like it. They're a fun group. Jolie Groves serves it across, just clears the net, and ace for Jolie Groves.
Now, did you see on Facebook that Amsden gave his crown to? Now, I'm bad with names. I just lost it.
Oh, to Cameron Fairchild's brother?
Yeah.
Yes. That block strong, but goes out of bounds. That was very cool of him. You know, Tyler's a great kid. And these boys' brotherhood. See what these guys do here on a weekly basis. You know, they're brothers on and off the field. Alan Dahl tips it across. As there's a lot of arguing going on in this call here. Oh, now these coaches are going to complain about the student section. And
a double reversal? Or what?
That was reversal. Like he said, he can't base the call off of her. From what I understood, he said he can't base the call off of what she saw. And Dahl tips it across. At least that's what I heard. Watson hits it out of bounds. Tie ball game. Some drama here in this third set. Veers sends it across. Tice now. George setting up. Yates swings through. Vida tips it out. Trojans take the lead by 1. Veers now. Dahl tries to tip it across. Even one of that one. It's Madeline Dahl with the right ideas. Nobody was home here on the near side where she was going to try to aim that ball. Just couldn't quite clear the net. Watson now to serve. Jump serve. Sends it back across. Addison Veers now to answer. Madeline Dahl on up. Veers hits from beyond the attack line. Block's not strong enough, but Elkhart Christian recovers. As you're going to say that one went on the far side of the antenna as that one goes out of bounds. As it came across right in front of the official. Kinsey Atkins down to serve. That one goes in the net. Back to being a tie ball game. A lot of drama here in this third set. Groves had to answer last second. Lena Dahl hits it across. Tice to answer. George sets up Vida. She swings from the far side. Atkins to answer. Veers setting up Yates. Block's not strong enough for Elkhart Christian. They timed it well, just not strong enough. Feldman now will check in for Groves as Yates goes back to serve. And she'll take her customary spot as she'll walk into this one. Strong serve to the far side.
What's Elkhart's record?
13-3.
Oh, so we're pretty similar.
Yep. At least that was according to Max Preps. Since there is no volleyball, John Harrell or Huddle, at least.
I'm pretty confident our Max Preps.
Yes, it is.
And I think the conference-wise, it's good too.
Yep. Yates answers. Veers sets up Madeline Dahl. Kill shot here on the inside corner. Big Blue Slam up by 1. Dahl serves it. Watson answers. Lena Dahl can't quite get it, tip it back across. So it kind of looked like here when Lena Dahl went to tip it. Kind of like the neck retracted it back from here. Madeline Dahl setting up Addison Veers, kills it right, or swings it right through. George had to take the blunt of that one. Watson now back across. Yates with the dig. Madeline Dahl sets up cross court to Lena Dahl. Tip shot, drops it in. Right at the attack line. Lena Dahl to serve it. George sets up Watson. Blocked up front by Veers. George again, this time to Great Trick. She sends it across the court. Veers back across. Tice to answer. George over to Watson. Blocked up front by Veers. George again to Watson. Dahl keeps it alive. Feldman now back across. George tries to tip it across. Morgan Feldman there to swat it right back across. Feldman gets a piece of it. Madeline Dahl with the dig. Veers goes back row. George again to Watson. Blocked up front. Watson again. No one home. Tie ball game. It's a hard fought point there. George now. Strong serve back row. Kinsey Atkins receives it, but too close to the net for Madeline Dahl to pull it away. 1 point ball game. Elkhart Christian takes the lead. George serves it. Macy Hensey rotates to the far side. Gets a piece of it. Watson out of bounds. Tie ball game. George sitting across to Watson, tips it across, they get the point. Great trick, back across. Groves answers it. Addison veers. 2-point lead now for the Eagles. Yates goes far corner. Elkhart Christian can't answer back. 1-point ball game.
I might have to go to the Family Express after this to get some caffeine to stay up to do my rowing.
I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm pretty fired up now as it is. Addison veers.
Well,
I don't know if it's the game or the student section. There's a timeout before it went for Elkhart Christian. I don't know if it's the game or if it's the student section. Them guys firing me up. If I went up here, I'd be obliged to go down and join them. Just saying. Probably would look weird for a 32-year-old non-student to go down there and join with the student section. You know, but I'll tell you what, these guys, golly, they do a good job. The student section, just really supporting the girls as the girls support the boys on Friday nights. These two groups do a good job of that. 23-22, Addison veers back to serve. Whoa.
Don got a little...
Is Don ready for basketball season?
Got a little excited there for a clock run. They playing that over? Or?
I have no idea. Looks like it. Yates kills it. Taryn Yates elevates and sends it right back to tie it up at 23. As she climbed the ladder for that one. Tice answers. Watson. Dahl goes back up. Kinsey Atkins. George now setting up Watson again. Tipped up there and up front by the Trojans. Yates again. Goes right to Tice. And a miscommunication, a little hesitation on the front line and a timeout for Elkhart Christian.
You probably better find out if Kenny's watching and see if
just text him and tell him not to.
Well, no. Well, if he's been watching.
Well, if he's been watching, don't stop watching. There you go. Oh, boy. No wonder these boys play with so much enthusiasm on Friday nights. I'll tell you what, they about make me want to suit up and go running through a wall too with them. I'm telling you. Well, they say it's a good game down in Indianapolis as Addison veers goes across. Elkhart Christian still alive. Yates tips it across, blocked in front. They're going to say Yates crossed underneath. We got a tie ball game.
What game's at Indy?
What's that?
You said there's a game at Indy?
Well, they say it's a good game here from Indy.
Oh,
from Indy. From Indy.
Oh, okay, from Indy.
The second net violation on the Trojans here tonight. Groves, Yates, goes through, kills it. Trojans by one. Kinsey Atkins strong, sort of the far corner. That'll do it! We're going to a fourth set. Trojans 26, Eagles 24. We're in for a good one here.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
I don't think I've ever seen our coach take our girls in the locker room.
That's the first time I think I've ever seen it by Coach Evelyn. I've seen it before, but not by Coach Evelyn. All right, fourth set. We've had a dramatic last couple. It's like, as Coach Brown will always say, it comes down to the juice boxes and the fruit snacks. Who wants it most?
You probably got some of the boys' phone numbers down there. Tell them to make some more noise.
I don't know. I'm looking down there. I don't know whose number I got down there.
Okay.
Bevier hits that one out of bounds, and Triton strikes first here in this fourth set.
Well, evidently they're going to get some different props. They're going back in the locker room. Or are they just copying what Evelyn did?
I'm not sure. Oh, boy. Madeline Dahl dialing up where she wants to put it. There's Zavida here on the near side. George sets close to the net. As Watson punches it across. Addison Veers fades away and hits it back. Lena Dahl's there. Can't get a piece of it. Madeline Dahl to answer. Addison Veers drops it inside the attack line.
29 watching right now.
And now we got a different coach calling the shots down there for ECA. Madeline Dahl now sending it across, drops it across. Great trick answers. Watson swings through, kills it. And they strike right back. Madeline Dahl plays it across the net. ECA looking to recover, and they do. Yates keeps it alive. Addison Veers kills it right back to, or hits it right to Tice, and they can't recover. Lena Dahl now back to serve. Baker, great trick. George the front line for the Eagles. Dahl back across. Watson in the back row. Slides up front, tips it across. Feldman couldn't quite get the angle she went on that one, and we're knotted up at 2. Or excuse me, 3-2 now. Really got to start looking at the scoreboard that I can see better. I did that on Saturday too. Great trick now back to serve. Atkins returns. Addison Veers tips it across. And Elkhart Christian can't get that one following the dig. Tice will rotate in. Jolie Groves now checking in for Morgan Feldman. Groves now serves it across. George up to Watson, swings through. Dahl can't answer. Back to 1 point ball game. I know one of those 29, I mean, give Mary a shout out, the brains of the outfit down there. Is there Mary and Kaden are watching down there. Watson just clears the net. Veers somehow keeps alive, and Madeline Dahl back in too. Throw, it drops in. It drops in. Wow. Somehow that ball died. It was down. Holy cow. Addison Veers gets it across. That one can't answer back. And a net violation up front.
Well, the 2 games that we've taken to 5 sets, we've won both of them. And the ones we've taken to 4 sets.
Yates, the block's not strong enough. Second double hit on the Eagles on the night. As the coach arguing with the official down here for Elkhart Christian, trying to plead her case. Out of bounds. Kinsey Atkins back to serve. George setting up Liggett, blocked up front. George again. Groves there to answer. Addison Veers sets up Madeline Dahl, too strong, out of bounds.
And then we're 3-2 on games that we've taken to 4 sets.
Well, we're about to find out. Tice now. Groves answers. Yates swings it through the block. Nice job by Greatrix to keep it alive. Vida drops it in. Yates can't recover. 1 point ball game. Tice now to serve. Fears answers. Lena Dahl knocks it right back across. A substitution. Feldman and Groves will change places as Taryn Yates back to serve. Baker deflected that one. George back across. Yates there to answer. Up to Lena Dahl. Tips it across. Baker answers. George, cross court to Vida, drops it in, empty spot. And she'll claim the point. Bevier will check in. And she'll go back to serve as they go full circle. It's been a tight 4 set. Lena Dahl stops as she'll rotate around. Morgan Feldman kills it into the back row. Dahl not to serve, drops it across. Tice can't answer, and Triton gets the point. Now they called that an ace. I didn't think it would be an ace. Well, they said it, so I'll mark it down. I've learned to be patient. Leonardall with the hit. Goes across. Watson kills it. Back to a 2-point ball game. Talking about a fun game. Dahl back across. Addison Veers kills it again. Lena Dahl to serve, rolls it across. Addison Veers reach right across and knocks it across. As the official arguing with the coach. George now up to Watson. Blocked up front. Now they're going to say they reached across.
Does ECA feed into the regional?
I have no idea.
You're going to make me look that up.
I don't know. I don't get that far. I don't worry about that till I have to.
The school's blocked. Oh, okay. I went too long.
Addison Veers tips it across. George setting up Watson. Blocked up front. Triton can recover. 2-point ball game. Greatrick back to serve it again. Greatrick serves it across. Kinsey Atkins answers. Dahl setting up Addison Veers. The approach. There's the kill shot. Tice will check in for the Eagles as Jolie Gross checks in and goes back to serve.
Yeah, it would be, well, if it hasn't changed since last year, Bethany Christian and Elkhart Christian are the Lakewood Park sectional, so they would feed into the regional.
And that one goes out of bounds.
So possibly could meet this team again.
Well, if it's anything what we're seeing here, if they do meet again, we should be in for a good one. Watson to serve. Groves answers. Kinsey Atkins calls it out. Yates hits it across. Watson in the back row to stop it. On up to Vida. She'll tip it across. Yates there to answer. Fierce setting up Yates, and it's not strong enough. Veers now goes back across. Watson answers. Watson back across the roll shot. Dahl, Addison Veers beyond the attack line, goes over to Tice. George tries to catch him off guard. Dahl. George now over to Vida. She'll hit it back across. Kinsey Atkins tries to keep it alive and can't. Two-point ball game. Is Baker to serve. Back across, Jork Groves. Dahl back across, Yates swings up and swats it down. (15-12) now. Kinsey Atkins strong serve to the back row. George setting up Watson, who rolls it across. Dahl gets a piece of up off the backboard. Jolie Gross is patient and gets it across. Madeline Dahl tips it across.
Wow.
Holy cow.
She did that backhand.
She's done that a few times here tonight. My goodness. Atkins again. To Watson. George on up. Watson again will hit from beyond the attack line. And Veers can't answer back. Tice again. Fears answers. Dahl back across. George on up. Vida swings through. Yates is there waiting on it. Yates again. Drops it down. Knocks it down there. Taryn Yates has elevated numerous times, and she has killed the ball extremely well here tonight. 17-13. Feldman takes her spot on the front row. Yates goes again, back across. Baker answers. Tice sends it across to Watson. Fears up. Lena Dahl drops it right back down. 5-point lead as we go to a timeout for Elkhart Christian. And Coach Tony's fired up. Yates now back to serve out, coming out of the timeout.
Maybe you mentioned this, but last year we did beat Elkhart Christian at Elkhart Christian 3-1.
So it was a close one last year too, and that one can't quite clear the net. A free point there. Watson, Graytrick, George the front line.
But
Bevier will go back to serve. Tice and Baker on the back line.
Unlike this season, last season we won the first set, lost the second set.
Jeez. Bevier serves it, drops it across. Addison Veer's there to answer. Madeline Dahl tips it across. Bevier pulls it back into play. Baker now, cross court. Yates answers. Veers has got to play it across. That one drops across. Vida will check back in for Bevier. And Madeline Dahl back to serve. Dahl to serve. Baker answers. Addison Veers there to tip it back down. Watson back across. Yates to answer. Dahl keeps it alive. Veers can't quite clear the net. Carly George back to serve, the senior. Line drive serve as Tice will answer on the far side. Watson kills it. 2-point swing here for the Eagles. George now to serve. Atkins answers on the return. Aston Veers falling away, keeps it alive. Watson winds up, kills it. Timeout for Coach Evelyn. As he'll have a talk with his big blue slam.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
All right, we'll see what Coach Even has drawn up coming out of the timeout. Veers, Atkins, and Yates in the back row. Madeline and Lena Dahl and Morgan Feldman along the front line. Watson, Baker, Graytrick along the front line for the Eagles. Tice, Vida, and to serve is George. Dahl kills it, or excuse me, Veers kills it. Addison Veers with the swing. Almost a miscue up front. Dahl back up. Lena Dahl tips it across. Watson couldn't quite corral as Triton hits the 20-point mark. Lena Dahl back to serve. And Elkhart Christian will get 4 hits. I guess I'll tip and go out of bounds, I guess. Couldn't quite hit it for the 4th time. And a timeout for them as Triton leads 21-17. Of course, like we said, they'll be in action on Thursday up at Bethany Christian. And he'll put the schedule back up, I'm assuming. Yep. He'll have that. And then, of course, they get a weekend off here. It'll be at... I didn't get the cast win, but that's okay. Triton won the tournament this past weekend. We'll host Winamac a week from today here at the Trojan Trench. To be at LaVille, at Pioneer. We'll host Plymouth for their final home game, and at Caston and at South Central. That's a tough final 4 games for the Big Blue Slam going into sectional play. But also, as Ryan said, there's a tournament or so missing, correct?
Oh, yeah, the Bremen tournament and the Dunes is the last tournament.
Gotcha.
I have never been to the Dunes tournament.
I have not either.
It looks it's huge complex, and it's volleyball all throughout, from what I understand. And
wow.
I just seen pictures.
Lena Dahl to serve. Here we go. George on up. Watson. No one home here on the near side. She did a good job there to go across the court. As the Trojans all pulled here over there to the far side, right to her. Nice job by her to be patient and send it over here to the near side. Great trick. Now to serve. Kinsey Atkins. Yates now gets it across. Too strong. Elkhart Christian down by 2. Great trick back across again. Morgan Feldman had to adjust. George pulls it away from the net, leaves it for Watson. Madeline Dahl still there, but out of bounds.
Oh, I got scoreboard issues.
And timeout for Coach Evelyn. And we'll see what happens coming out of the timeout here. 1-point ball game. Morgan Feldman answers. Dahl rotates. Addison Veers sets it across. Watson now. Kinsey Atkins there to answer. Dahl pulls it away from the net. Yates digs it up. Feldman goes back across. George sets up Watson. Swings. Kills it. Tie ball game. Atkins now. Dahl sets up Addison Veers. Kill shot for Addison Veers. And Big Blue Slam takes the lead. Morgan Feldman to serve. Too strong. And Julia Groves will check in for her. Watson to jump serve here. Dahl tips it across. Liggett got it across there. Yates comes and tips it. Liggett stabs it. Yates there to answer. Yates again elevates but can't quite clear the net. And Elkhart Christian takes the lead.
The YouTube chat's been all crickets tonight. Nobody has anything to say apparently.
Groves up to Dahl. Addison Veers winds up and can't clear it. And now Elkhart Christian with the set point, a chance to force a fifth set. Madeline Dahl pulls everybody in together. Who wants it more? And now it's getting noisy on both ends. Watson. And that'll do it. We're going to a fifth set as they win 25-22. This one's not done yet. All right, fifth and final set, getting ready to get back underway. Elkhart Christian won the first set. Triton came right back and won both the next two sets, 26-24 And the fourth one you just saw, Triton had the lead, and Elkhart Christian came roaring back. Was down at one point, down by 5, and drew right back to win that 4 set to force a 5th and final set. Triton won the toss. Madeline Dahl back to serve. Out there with Kinsey Atkins, Taryn Yates, Lena Dahl, Morgan Feldman, and Addison Veers. George, Vida, Graytrick, Watson, Baker, and Tice out there for the Eagles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, golly. Dahl sends it across. Elkhart Christian's running down from out of bounds, and they can't quite clear the net. Madeline Dahl sends it across. George tries to tip it across. And Triton couldn't quite quit. Kinsey Atkins thought it might have went on past the antenna.
It might not be a verse, it might be a commandment.
True. Bevier. Back to serve now. Out of bounds. And a free point for the Trojans. 3-1 now. Lena Dahl back to serve.
I'm going to have to hit a second win when I get home if I'm in a row.
I don't know, man. I'm wide awake now. Lena Dahl back across. I might have to do it for you. George goes cross court to Watson. His Madeline Dahl's there to answer. Lena Dahl now. Morgan Feldman rolls it across real strong, but goes out of bounds. Couldn't quite bait. That was a nice job by Mia Vida to pull back and not try to reach up and swat that ball. Carly George now back to serve. Now one goes in the net. Back-to-back Elkhart Christian serves, winding up in Trojan points. Checking and seeing her first asking is Macy Haviland, as she'll take a spot on the front row. Groves now to serve. George now. Watson kills it. And Liggett will check in. Just go in the front row. As George will go to the back row. Well, they got 4 in the front row. We'll see who pulls away. Scracher goes across. Kinsey Atkins now. Up to Addison Veers. Here comes the kill shot. Haviland can't recover. And a point for the Big Blue Slam.
We haven't lost a 5th set this season. We beat Knox and Valley.
So let's see what happens here. Addison Veers back to Tice. Nice heads-up play there by George. Setting up Addison Veers, sets it across. Tice there to answer. George now goes up to Watson, blocked up front. And Triton can't recover. Back to a 1-point game. Watson goes back row. Up to Yates. Vida goes back across. Addison Veers, the block not strong enough and goes out of bounds here on the near side antenna. Kinsey Atkins back to serve. Goes to Macy Haviland here on the near side. Watson now into the top of the net. Trying to settle down. Taryn Yates goes right back, and George couldn't quite get the angle she wanted. Big thing now is to communicate and hold your composure. Kinsey Atkins back to serve. Strong serve back to the middle part of the back row. Liggett goes through. Lena Dahl can't quite get there off following the tip.
Well, I now know that a 5-set game won't fit on a 64 gig SD card.
Well, we now know.
I'm recording on the computer, though, so we got a copy.
We're good. Haviland to serve. Strong serve out of bounds. The third Eagle point that has resulted in points for the Trojans in this set. As Baker now will check in. She'll rotate to the back row. 8-5's our score with Taryn Yates back to serve. Tice had to bring that one back. Haviland winds up, tips, blocked up front by Madeline Dahl. George, back row to Yates. Veers rolls it across. Kinsey Atkins answers. Madeline Dahl, Lena Dahl, out of bounds. And Tice goes back to serve as Graytrick checks in to go in the front row. Tice to serve. Just clears the net. Madeline Dahl, nice heads up play there. Blocked up front there. Couldn't quite see the block was on. Baker. Fears not to answer. Madeline Dahl tries to dump it across. Graytrick back again. Fears is there. Madeline Dahl, Kinsey Atkins can't quite clear it. 1 point ball game.
In the past 5 seasons, I'm up to 22 terabytes of video stored
Good
in the
grief.
cloud.
It's just a little bit.
It's a good thing the school has unlimited.
Lena Dahl tips it across. Oh, and Elkhart Christian can't quite recover. Madeline, the ace Dahl, back to serve. Goes here near side. Tice poised to pull it back in. Last second recovery, and it just couldn't quite get it. And apparently, the ECA clipboard is now broken.
Why
So
do I
10-7.
always miss everything?
Well, I don't think it was on purpose. I think we were so excited and it just got a crack, and I think that was it. It happens. I've done that before. So 10-7 now on this timeout. Wow, I don't know how you're tired. I'm fired up. I mean, we have to figure out why the controller and the scoreboard don't talk after this. I guess I'll go figure that out if you want me to, so you can kind of recover a little bit here.
Yeah, run down there and do that real quick so I can.
Yeah, I'll take care of that. Well, I think I got Kenny's instructions. So here we go. The football players are ready to get their helmets on. 10-7's our score. With Madeline Dahl back to serve. Dahl gets it to go across. Dahl up to Lena Dahl, rolls it across. Baker answers. Dahl up to Addison Veers, can't quite clear the net. And a free point there. The lead cut to 2. And now we got a new person serving. It's number 8, Abby Stevens. Is Yates there to answer? Addison Veers, the approach, the kill shot here on the inside corner. Lena Dahl. She'll go back to serve. Clears the net. Tice to answer. George sets up Watson, who had to kind of track that one down. Morgan Feldman was in position. Here comes Taryn Yates as Graytrix was there to knock it back across. Timeout, Coach Evelyn. All right, George back to serve following the timeout. Morgan Feldman answers. High hit. Kinsey Atkins plants her feet and sends it across. Watson, no one home. 1 point ball game. And Jolie Groves will check in for Morgan Feldman. George again. Kinsey Atkins on the return. Up to Addison Veers, the approach. And that one out of bounds. Triton needed that one. Tie ball game at 11. George. Groves answers. Dahl. Addison Veers tips it across. Nice heads up play by Baker. Tice can't answer back. Triton takes the lead.
Need a few aces now.
301 run wouldn't be bad either. Jolie Groves. To George. Watts with the approach. Kills it. Tie ball game again.
I think that Valley game the other week, last week went, I lose it.
Graytrick back to serve. Gets the okay.
I think they went to 27 in that.
Madeline Dahl tracks it down. Addison Veers rolls it back into play. Watson with the set shot. Back across. Madeline Dahl up. Yates elevates. Goes back row out of bounds. And Elkhart Christian takes the lead.
Oh no. What am I thinking?
Graytrick back across. Strong hit. Jolie Groves there. Addison Veers approaches. Blocked up front. Elkhart Christian now 1 point away. Timeout, Coach Evelyn. As Elkhart Christian has came all the way back.
Oh, that final set in the Knox game, we won 15-12, and we won at Valley in the fifth set 15-13.
So we'll see what to do now. (14-12) set point or match point now for the Eagles. A chance to win it here. As their fans now getting rowdy. Great trick. The Trojans, everybody's on their feet for this final last push here in this fifth and final set. Great trick back across. Jolie Groves answers. Madeline Dahl. Addison Veers sets it back across. George now. Back to Vida. Nice play by Jolie Groves to keep it alive. Yates sets it back across, and Triton's still alive. Boy, I don't know if I took my blood pressure medicine. Golly.
Just get it over and in.
Addison Veers back across. George. Jolie Groves keeps it alive. Madeline Dahl. Yates back across. Tice tracks it down. Watson blocked up front. Triton still in it. Tie ball game at 14. Got to win by 2. George back up. Watson swings back in. IHSAA takes the lead. Watson back to serve. She'll take her approach. She'll jump and send it across. Dahl dumps it across. And Triton's still alive. As Vida hits that one into the net.
Wow.
Oh, boy. Kinsey Atkins now with a big serve. Goes back to Tice. Watson hits from beyond the attack room, out of bounds. Triton takes the lead. Now with a chance. Kinsey Atkins with a hot hand. Big serve coming up here, and a timeout for ECA as coach tries to ice her and make her think about this upcoming serve. So the timeout's back on. The Trojans get their final words. ECA's out lined up. Vida, George, look at the front line. Watson, Tice, and Baker along the backside. Madeline and Lena Dahl and Taryn Yates the front row. Addison Veers, Jolie Groves, and Kinsey Atkins back to serve for the big blue slam. A chance here. Kinsey Atkins goes back row. George now setting up Vida. She'll come through, swings, and the block's not strong enough. We're knotted back up at 16. Holy mackerel. Don't blink.
They might have to play to 25 in this.
I think we're going to 25. Baker now to serve. Into the net, a free point for Triton. Morgan Feldman checks in for Jolie Groves. Taryn Yates back to serve. Yates goes back row. They stop it. George tries to get it back across. Liggett gets it across. Dahl now tips it. George now up to Vida. Back across. Out of bounds, and Triton wins it! Holy cow, you talk about a ball game. Triton wins 18-16 in this fifth and final set as the Trojans take a lap. As they all shake hands, that was quite the match. That was a fun one to watch. The student section was rocking and roaring. Elkhart Christian came out on fire, winning that first set 25-17. And the next two sets, Triton wins 26-24. And then as Elkhart Christian was down by 5 at one point, came flying back to win that fourth set to push it to 5. Elkhart Christian had the match point in hand. And then Triton came roaring back on their own and wins this one 18-16. 3 sets to 2. What a way to improve to 13-3. Elkhart Christian will fall to 13-4. What a win. But we got some work to do here, boss, after the post game. So with that being said, Trojan fans, thanks for hanging with us. And until next time, remember the Trojan way.